Hi, I'm Janet Mantler in the field of applied psychology in the Department of Psychology at Carleton University. My area of specialization is organizational psychology, and that's basically the study of people at work. What I'm really interested in looking at is the whole gamut of why people take the jobs that they take, what happens when they take the job, why they stay, why they leave, and what happens when they don't leave, but they want to. The last area it's sort of the converse of employee engagement. Employee engagement is a hot topic right now in most organizations because organizations want to know if people are enjoying their jobs, if they like the organization, because it's good for the people, but it's also good for the bottom line and for productivity. I'm more interested in looking at psychological withdrawal, and that is a state of people when they know probably something bad has happened to them. They feel like they've been unfairly treated. There's been too many changes in the organization. They're overloaded with work, and they go into this state where they withdraw passively from the work. They no longer want to work actively for the benefit of the organization. They won't withdraw to the point where they're in danger of being fired, or that they will harm a client, a customer, a patient. But they no longer want to work actively to help the organization as a whole. What I'm interested in here is what are the long-term effects of being in a state of psychological withdrawal. If it's a short-term coping state that let people have time to relax, recover, and get back to the work they enjoy, that could be one thing. But if it's a long-term state, what are the overall effects for health and well-being of those people? My second area of research interest at the moment is looking at entitlement in the workforce. There's been a lot said about the entitlement generation, about student entitlement, or about the group of people that are currently entering the workforce, that they are called the Entitlement Generation. It's an interesting question, but I'm not sure that there is much difference now than in past generations. It could be that what we're seeing is older generations are looking at the newer generations and saying, it wasn't like that when I was young. What I'm interested in looking at is how this state of entitlement develops. It's different from a trait. It's not a personality trait, but rather what is it that we do in the workplace that increases one's sense of entitlement. And specifically, I'm looking at reward structures. If we give people, let's say, sign-on bonuses before they've started work, or raises that come at the opportune time that aren't based necessarily on performance, but based on future performance, it's my hunch, and that's what our research is looking at, is that those rewards increase one's sense of entitlement. And thus it's not just in younger workers, but it can be in any age group, anybody in an organization. So we're looking forward to exploring the development of entitlement, and then also what happens when someone with an inflated sense of entitlement doesn't get the rewards that he or she believes that they should receive. Is it again that they engage in more counterproductive work behaviors as a way of balancing the social equation, or do they go into a state of psychological withdrawal? So that's some of the research that's going on in the lab. That's my particular research interests. The lab name is the Work-Life Lab, where we're striving to make life better at work. So if you're interested in more information about my research in particular, or about organizational psychology in general, please feel free to send me an email. Thank you.